As a lot of you may know, I was adopted from an orphanage at the top of Russia, and it wasn't until I was 21 when I started searching for my birth parents. With that first meeting with Tatiana and looking back, I could really tell there was a lot of pain. It was a little bit awkward, she was cold at moments, but with her circumstances growing up inside of an orphanage, at that point, when I first met her, I didn't fully understand, but I could also tell that there was pain. When I was born, she had just turned 20. Our birthdays have always been close, and Tatiana always reminds me, and she always tells me, Sasha, I never forget your birthday, April the 1st. I know that it wouldn't have been easy for anyone. And my parents who raised me, the parents I love very much, my mum and dad, have always told me as well about those circumstances and how they were hard with what they knew of both my birth parents. Now last year I got in contact with Tatiana quite often. A lot of video calls that we had here and there. In fact, this is probably the most times last year that I was able to really ask her so much about her life while she asked me so much about my life. And that was just amazing for me because she really opened up. And why I say this is because those moments that I've had the chance to go and see her face to face, it's always been sort of a bit awkward here and there, it has. And I haven't really had the chance to really just ask her so much. So having those connections with her has been incredible for me. But there's also another side of that where it's been quite hard. And with Misha, my birth father, now that we are into 2026, his first message for this year was, Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to your parents. Happy New Year to your partner, Justine. Happy New Year to all your friends, everyone. And you know, he's always been so open with that contact. Also, what's really special is my half-siblings that I have in Russia. Sonia, my sister, who I met when she was only 6 months old. So she's grown up understanding that she's got a brother here in New Zealand, as well as my half-brother, Artom, who lives at the top of Russia in the city that I was born in, Arkhangelsk. And I keep in touch with both of them to this day, here and there, asking about their lives as well. And it's honestly changed my life to understand that so many more, how do I say this? Our family has grown so much. That's what my parents say. Our family has only grown bigger since contacting and meeting with both of my birth parents. And so with Tatiana, it's definitely had its ups and downs. She means a lot to me, but our contact has not always been 100%. Just lately as well, it's been very hard because that contact has just been sort of like disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. It comes back, it goes, it comes and goes. And honestly, I get it. My dream of mine has always been to bring both of my birth parents here to New Zealand, but I also don't want to put Tatiana out of her comfort zone. Absolutely not. So that's something that's probably most likely not going to happen. But Misha, he's always had the dream of coming here. He wants to bring his whole family here, bring Sonia, bring his wife, bring them all here to New Zealand. And you know, that might happen one day. But for Tatiana, I do want to go and see her again. I don't know when I will, but I know that when the time will come, we'll connect again, whether it's in person or on video call, that will happen. And it means so much to me. It means the world to me to connect with her every time. But with those links in Ukraine over the last 3-4 years, it's been so difficult. We have really had such a small amount of contact here and there, a few photos, one video call, a few messages, but it's been really hard. It's been really, really difficult. And of course, I can understand exactly why our communication has been hard. I'm feeling for the family all the time with everything that's been going on, and my heart breaks for them all the time. And Tatiana has never met her brother Anatoly in Ukraine. There was a disconnection within the family all those years ago as to why she was placed into the orphanage. Tatiana is angry about her parents placing her into the orphanage. Completely understand that. She knows a little bit about her parents. Of course, I did that journey to Kazakhstan a few years ago to try and track down her birth mother, and that was hard. She knows that I went to go and do that. She knows that she has links in Shumkent and also in that village called Tukubas, which I went to go and visit as well. But not only that connection with Tatiana, she also has a sister called Marina who lives in St. Petersburg. I've never got the chance to go and meet her. She went off the radar. No one knows exactly where she is. That's a lost connection right there. But I really do hope that maybe down the line, I can connect with her, my aunt in St. Petersburg. I just don't know. But more of that to go for this year as I also continue sharing my An Adoption Story series right here on my YouTube channel. And I thank you all so much for watching. With these stories I share with others who are also adopted, I also have my own journey to share too. So thank you all so much. Please look after yourselves wherever you are. And until next time, до свидания из Новой Зеландии и спасибо большое. Пока.